Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you like Ferraris and you like nice, crazy cars, then you're going to love this deal that Palantir just extended with Ferrari. Now, full disclosure, I'm not the biggest car guy. I don't care too much about cars. I drive a 2019 Honda Civic, and I love my Honda Civic. And I'm going to drive it for as long as I can until I get a Tesla. That's really been my goal to myself. I'm not going to buy a new car until I get a Tesla because I personally just don't care about cars. They don't excite me. They don't get me old. Like, oh my God, I have this nice car. Like, I know what it feels like to be in a nice car. It feels very nice, but I personally don't want to spend the money for that. And I just like the materialistic nature of that stuff doesn't really excite me. But a Tesla, I think, would be good for the environment. And I think it's a car that has some longevity, so I can't wait till I get a Tesla. However, Ferraris are really cool. Lamborghinis are really cool. I'm not going to lie. Like, I wouldn't buy one, but they look pretty cool. And having your brand associated with them is pretty cool, which is why this partnership was really interesting. Palantir Technologies extends partnership with Ferrari to bring data-driven performance decisions to race operations. I want to do a couple things in this video. Number one, I want to analyze this press release and really dive deep into what they're actually doing with Ferrari. They've already worked with Ferrari in the past. This is an extension, a one-year extension of their partnership for them to supply them with the Foundry software and for them to actually be an official partner and have their logo on their cars, which is a good thing just for marketing and branding. And number two, I want to talk about why Palantir is doing this particular partnership with Ferrari and what it means for Palantir as a company that partners with other innovative organizations that actually publicly acknowledge Palantir and their use of Palantir with Foundry. All right, reading off the press release, Palantir Technologies announced a new one-year extended partnership with Ferrari to bring its world-class data and analytics technology to Succeeda Ferrari. I'm definitely saying that wrong, so I'm just going to say Ferrari. In addition to Ferrari continuing to use Palantir's Foundry platform to propel data-driven performance decisions across the team's power unit, Palantir will become an official team partner of Ferrari, significantly expanding its past relationship. Specifically, Ferrari's power unit department ensures that the race cars deliver optimal performance without exceeding their structural capabilities. Foundry will enable power unit engineers on the racetrack in the Murano factory to optimize performance and rapidly analyze data from sources such as Grand Prix data, test bench results, and past information. Palantir is helping these cars in real time perform in terms of F1 when they're doing competitive racing, because Ferrari cars are used in F1 competitive racing, which is the Grand Prix data, and they're making their cars more optimized writ large to be in a more effective, efficient, and productive car. So when they're saying that they're going to use unit engineers in combination with Foundry to be able to make these cars better, that means there's millions of data points, in fact, billions and trillions of data points that we're about to talk about that go into Foundry to be able to make sense of how to make these cars better. And Palantir ultimately gives this data to Ferrari in order to optimize the performance of their cars. Since 2016, Ferrari has used the Foundry platform to help their technical teams make faster data-driven decisions around car performance, development, and reliability. 2016, that's almost 6 years now, Ferrari has been working with Palantir. I mean, that's phenomenal because in 2016, the Foundry product wasn't even that good, right? So the fact that they've been with them since 2016 is a really good deal in terms of their partnership and shows the longevity of the platform actually being able to be utilized. In this new expanded agreement, Ferrari power unit engineers will use the Foundry platform to rapidly integrate and analyze large volumes of information from a wide array of sources to allow team members to swiftly make critical decisions and instantly share their analyses across the entire organization. So again, integrated throughout fully with Ferrari in order to make better decisions. Some quotes. We are pleased to be extending and expanding our partnership with Palantir, with whom we share common values of relentlessly pursuing technological innovation and the desire to continually improve. The team principal and managing director for Ferrari, Martina Benato, said, data analysis plays a vital role in F1, Formula One, and being able to count on an excellent partner such as Palantir can make all the difference. Tasks that just a few years ago that would take several minutes of calculation can now be carried out in a few seconds thanks to solutions that have been used through this partnership. That matters because these are racers that are on the competitive racetrack, and you can't take a bunch of minutes to analyze all this data to be able to feed it into the cars to be able to make them more efficient. You need seconds because literally milliseconds is the basis for if a car can win in the race or a car cannot win in the race. And Ferrari cars are supposed to win in these races, which is why Ferrari tries to optimize their vehicles as good as they can. A typical Formula One race season can often generate as much as 1.5 trillion data points. This information needs to be quickly integrated and tested to confirm hypotheses for the team to make adjustments during the race itself in response to component performance, track conditions, weather, maintenance requirements, and potential past failures. All of the things I just mentioned create data points. And this is the value of Palantir. If you still don't get it, this is what it does. It takes all those data points, weather, part failures, maintenance, past conditions, track conditions, performance, puts it together in a nice little software, and that software, boom, uses a bunch of AI machine learning to just spit out results, and those results then are utilized by the decision makers of a company, of a government, of an organization, whatever it may be, to optimize what they are trying to do. And that process right there give us the data, spit out results, make decisions, is worth billions and likely hundreds of billions and likely trillions when it's scaled across the entire world, which is what Palantir is trying to do. Ferrari and Palantir share a commitment to operational excellence. What they have accomplished as a company and a team is legendary, said executive Josh Harris from Palantir. We look forward to continuing to work alongside Ferrari, one of the most successful teams in the history of Formula One racing. And as a part of the partnership, this is on the press release, the Palantir brand will be featured on the Ferrari Formula One race cars and on Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz's drivers' race suits. This is pretty interesting stuff. Now, two things I really want to talk about here. Number one, we're seeing that Palantir is working with a leading company in real time to give them data-driven decisions that optimize what this company needs to do, which is win car races using their cars. This is a significant achievement given the fact that they've been working for 6 years and Palantir has actually been able to integrate data throughout the structure of the Ferrari organization to produce real results. This shows me that Ferrari realizes that it is pretty integral for us to not go away from Palantir, because not only have we've been using them for 6 years, but we will not survive in the new global competitive markets if we don't have data driving or optimizing our decisions. So and that's the nature of a company, right? They're like, okay, we implemented this software, this technology, we took a risk on them in 2016. It's working. They're doing what they need to do. We don't want to stop using them, because if we stop using them, we're not going to get the power of what we're paying them for and what they're able to produce in terms of results. And if our competitors are going to start to use technologies like these, then we've got to be one step ahead. And it's really interesting to think about it. Like, this is such a simple use case, right? Like, technology, get a bunch of data, make the cars win more races. But Ferrari is paying God knows how many millions of dollars to Palantir just to make this one little thing more effective. And that, it should show you the nature of what it means for big data and analytics to play a role in every element of people's lives. I mean, think about this. Did you ever think data analytics was going to make cars win races? Like, that's probably unheard of 5-6 years ago. And now it's like, it's the cutting leading edge of technology that is helping Ferrari cars actually win these races. So it shows to me that when Palantir integrates itself into an organization, and they've had 6 years with Ferrari, that organization realizes we actually need them. This is not just some, oh, we're trying out this software, maybe it's useful, maybe it's not. It's like, no, they're doing real stuff. We should probably pay them and keep their service, because they're actually making us more effective and helping us make more money. Number two, a thing I wanted to quickly touch on is the Palantir brand is very negative, right? The Palantir brand gets a lot of flack, but Palantir's brand is publicly on a Ferrari car, and Ferrari is publicly acknowledging that they work with Palantir to the point where they've made them a logo, right? That's a big deal when you're a logo on a car. It's not like it's the most insane marketing in the world, but it's just like, you acknowledge that this is a partner. So for all the negative connotation that goes with Palantir, the negative perception that exists, which I think inevitably will go away as they grow, it is nice to see such big global brands like Ferrari actually acknowledging Palantir and saying, hey, we're a partner. You guys may think they're like the evil company that always does bad stuff, but they actually just help us win races, and that's why we like them. And yeah, that's why their logo is on our car, right? So to me, as we get more and more into the life cycle of this company and what they can actually do, I think their logo will be on a lot more places, because they're going to be making these they're going to be making these partnerships a lot more public. And as the world starts to recognize that, oh, this actually is the modern operating system for the enterprise, and yes, they work with the government, but they're trying to like protect freedoms and liberties, and this is all net good stuff, then I think some of that negative connotations that exist with Palantir will likely go away. So those are my thoughts. Last thing I'm going to leave in the video is Palantir's relationship with Ferrari explained by Palantir. If you haven't seen this video, it's an awesome video. Overall, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Would love to see them. My name is Amit. Please enjoy this video between Palantir and Ferrari. And if you don't want to check out this video, if you've already seen it, then thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
The Scuderia Ferrari Formula One team faces a constant challenge to see car, driver and data all performing as one.
Data has a very important role in Formula One. The sensors are very important for us because we can make decisions based on what we are measuring and reading from the car. It's difficult to figure out how many data are flowing by only two single cars, no? But you have to imagine that we run in different tracks for different sessions in different years, so we also have that data to fit and to correlate. We have simulation, so it's very important for us to have some tool that organize all this data.
We have a lot of different data that have to be put together in order to extract the valuable information. It's hard to have a tool that is able to go as fast as your mind goes, a tool that allows us to take decisions and being able to navigate through an intricate network of data and different information in a world where you have to take decisions in minutes or sometimes even seconds. Reaction time and adaptability makes all the difference.
And when it comes to data, the main responsibility of my team is, of course, to analyze the data we collect and also to build models and tools. The Palantir platform helps us bringing all of our data together, allowing us to focus on the analysis of the data, finding patterns, and extract value from it. If we are well correlated, means that we better understand how the different performance factors play together, which means that we can run shorter experiments and also have quicker design iterations within the constraint time that we have available.
Palantir's Foundry platform makes it faster and easier for Scuderia Ferrari to access, analyze, and make decisions from sensor data. Quickly organizing time series data in an intuitive, actionable way is a challenge, but that's where Palantir's powerful data model comes into play. Scuderia Ferrari is all about partnership between drivers and fans, between the car and the team, and between data and performance. Palantir software makes life easier for Scuderia Ferrari because their key issue is being able to do things quickly. They have limited time to integrate huge sets of sensor data, run analyses, and make fast, accurate decisions. The speed and accuracy of those decisions is what helps to increase performance, boost reliability, and ultimately deliver more wins. Time to value with the Palantir platform, as users like Scuderia Ferrari discover, is almost immediate. The software abstracts away the data integration and gives quick, easy access to massive amounts of data on which you can run flexible, iterative analyses, and importantly, with or without having to write code.
Working with Palantir changed the perspective of which we approach data analysis, mainly because what previously could have been done in hours of calculation now can be done in a very short time.
One of its core strengths is the ability to process vast amount of data in nearly real time.
And so it's very easy for us to take decisions based also on lots of data and to interpret them quickly.
Scuderia Ferrari's Formula One car must stay on the racetrack, but Palantir technology works everywhere, as many organizations that rely on time series data to make key business and operational decisions are now discovering for themselves. Scuderia Ferrari and Palantir, partners in ultimate performance.